want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for them to see. Just like a wing, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Yeah, I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of patience. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics. I'm the astrologer for the evening, Jennifer. My friends call me Jen. You call me Jennifer, we may be fighting. But that's all right. That's all right. We can't always get along. We can't always get along. And it's okay. We just have to move forward. Learn from it and move forward. It's called wisdom. We learn. I hope y'all watch the 2 videos that I uploaded today. Y'all, speaking of wisdom, the wisdom of the ages. Like, I felt so inspired, so I put 2 videos out today, and one of them kicked my butt. It was a struggle bus for real. Hope y'all watch it, give me some comments. Good to see you guys, good to see you guys. Chuchi, what's up? Hey, Orb. Hey, babe. I hope you liked it. I think yeah, I saw your no, I did. I saw your comment. Thank you. I'm gonna comment back. Happy Friday. I miss you watching me. Wisdom, Sophia. I was talking about Sophia, the ancient language of astrology. It's a beautiful thing. We can use the tool of astrology for so many things, like investigating. The intro gets me amped up too. Like, I want to throw down. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to give that thumbs up. I would appreciate that. So, what we're going to do, yeah, Persia is definitely interesting. And so I wrote about that. I wrote about it in 2015 through 2017. Well, I mean, probably still, I guess you could say, just going through this awakening period in my own life and the spiritual journey that I'd been on when I had the spiritual awakening, because I did. I did. I totally understand what it means. So, a spiritual awakening, you can have a psychosis. You can have a psychosis with it. Some people, if they have a spiritual awakening, they could go into a schizophrenic state. Sometimes they can pull out of it, sometimes they don't. It's similar. A spiritual awakening is similar to that, and it is. You can do your own research on it. I have. I've done my own due diligence, and I think that I may put out a video about that too, because I think it's very enlightening when when it comes to mental health and the way that we are programmed to believe certain way when there's really no basis in it. There's just really, when you grow up, it's almost like, for me, it was kinda like finding out that there was no Santa Claus, even though I'm not saying that there's no God. I mean, I know that there's a God, there's an intelligence, and that intelligence could be encompassed beyond my imagination. I can't even think about it. It's so vast, so, out of my understanding, my human understanding. Nevertheless, I think that we've been programmed, and we, as a society, are dealt with a lot of mental health problems, especially with the way that our outer world is so materialized. Anyways, so yeah, be sure and watch those 2 videos because, like I said, I was inspired. I'm still inspired. Even though that second video kicked my butt, I conquered it. I conquered it. And then I pulled me a card because I'd gotten this new deck, the Healing Waters that Shauna was reading, and it was absolutely perfect. So I'm still inspired, even though I've been a pissy pants today. Pissy pants. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a sassy pants, I was a pissy pants today. Oh my gosh. I mean, I did have some good news though. I did have some good news on my little peanut grandchild. So that was some good news. That was some good news. There's physical signs of awakening. Yes, there is. I know. To think that there is no Santa and that there's no naughty list, because, I was told a lot that I was going to be on the naughty list. I wasn't going to get a damn thing. I remember when we had those big ass magazines, used to draw, we would circle all the toys that we wanted, have like, tons of toys circled. Yeah, I did put some work in. Oh, I know. I know. I can't believe it. I was a pissy pants today. But so yeah, I want to talk about the astrology for when Sebastian went missing, because we often forget. I want to bring it back to the astrology and what I see. Doesn't mean that it's legit, that it's all knowing, or that I'm God or anything like that. I just want to keep us on this channel with the astrology into a perspective of not of being open, and looking at all angles and being patient to what is revealed when Sebastian comes home. Yeah, thanks, Jill. Thank you, babe. It is hard to believe. Yep. Anyway, so let's get right to it. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to look at some astrology, to talk about numbers, to play the numbers game? Because I think it's relevant. And I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. I don't know if you want to jump up here, Shauna, and explain it too with what you think. Anybody else? It could be an open panel where we talk about the transits and what they could mean. What they could mean. Just looking at it, looking at these behaviors from different perspectives. So let me do that. I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to come up here and talk about it while I'm looking at it, because sometimes I won't be looking at chat, and maybe we need to look at chat. So, yeah, no, I do too. I do too. I want what I want. So there's the link. There's the link if anybody wants to jump up. I don't want the kiddos thinking I lied to them. So after my second, if it's Santa's not real. Oh my gosh. Don't you say that. Oh my gosh, Shauna, were your kids listening to me? Tell me that. Tell me no. Tell me no, girl. Were your kids listening to me and they heard that?
No, they're in bed.
God.
No, I grew up, excuse me, the magic of Christmas. When my oldest two found out it was a big old fat lie, it really just shook them, and they didn't believe me like about anything. So it's taken time. If I'm gonna lie to them about that, then maybe Jesus isn't real either. Like that was actually said about them bears. Okay, I'm listening.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm listening to you too. Okay, so I'm gonna do the full screen. I can put, well, hold on, let me see. I could put me and you on the side. If y'all need to see it bigger, just let me know. All right, so let's look at this. So when he first left, so his chart is on the left. And let me take it back. Let me take it back to when he first leaves the roadhouse. Okay. So Sebastian is on the left, him and Katie leaving the roadhouse on the right. So this is his natal, and this is when we leave. So this is a clock, right? Shauna, this is a clock. So we're looking at the biological clock, where everything, this wheel right here with Sebastian, everything in this biological clock is
Mhm.
fixed.
And on
But
the right
this
is
energy,
human.
yeah, but this energy on the right is coming to influence. This is an influence. How do you handle the influence? That's speculative, because I don't know Sebastian. I don't know exactly what was happening at this moment. And so I can only speculate. And so can Shauna. We can only speculate with what is transpiring here in the seventh house of relationships and partnerships. So these houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see in the inner wheel, it's got 4, 5, 6, 7. And so if I talk about the seventh house of relationships and partnerships, I'm right here. So these influences and Gemini would be here. But what we're going to do first is we're going to play the numbers game. It's going to be a numbers game first, because what is happening when they leave the Texas Roadhouse matters. Right, Shauna?
Oh yeah.
everything is it's taken it's all of this energy is influencing him, and he is reacting to the world around him and that influence. So this is the inner temple of Sebastian right here. This is the inner temple. This is what he goes through in life. This energy is what we're going to be talking about. So, when you and I were talking, Shauna, I think I was telling you that this is what I was seeing at this time, because when they leave the Texas Roadhouse, hold on, let me make sure. I think it was the other one. Yeah, I think it was the other one. Hold on.
People in the let's start with Texas Roadhouse though.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get to the right chart because, yeah, this is it. It's the 47. And it matters every second. It's ticking. It's a clock, so it does matter. Let me get it to the exact.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This is perfect
Yeah.
too, because when
Mhm.
this degree right here is Seth, and it's the transformation of his child. His values, Seth's values are completely transformed at this moment, and they're hidden with relationships in Pisces. So this is about health because it's Virgo, it's Mercury ruled. So we look to Mercury, and we see that Mercury right here at a 454 is coming to sit right here on the IC of Sebastian. Mercury is going to come and sit right here. We see that the sun has already shined its light right here at a 456. This is the lowest point at home with mom and communications, siblings right here. This is the house right here. Indeed. This fourth house. It's what do you think, Shauna? It's communications to me. It's all about the communications, and
Mhm.
the communications were blurry. We can't see the conversation that they're having. We can't understand what is going on. It's tricky. It's blurry because it's in Pisces. Would you say that, Shauna? What do you think?
Well, because it's ruled by Neptune, and when we have Merc and Pisces, it's exactly what you said. Correct. It's either, lies, it's foggy, it's confusion, it's Mercury's communication, it's in Pisces, so it's not in its strongest. It can be many things, but the strongest is what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at, is
Well,
there a
the
way?
other things that are going on in Pisces, let's just look at Pisces just for a minute. Let's look
Yeah.
at Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the sun. The sun is shining right here. The sun in Pisces is shining right here in the fourth house of home with mom, with Katie. Saturn is giving limits and obstacles right here in the fourth house. Limits and obstacles in Pisces in the fourth house. Natally, what would it be like to have Saturn and Pisces in the fourth house? It's not easy. That's really hard. And it could, I don't know with Katie, but it's not good. It's limits and obstacles with her and authority. With authority, period. With restrictions, boundaries. That's what Pisces about. Pisces about sacrifice, grief, sorrow,
I'm just looking at that
ending,
house.
endings. It can be nirvana, but
Mm-hmm.
this isn't a nirvana energy here with his mom and home and family and roots. Just, it's not good with the home. So where did he go? Did he go to another home? That is possible with this energy because Neptune is also here with Hygeia, and Hygeia is about the health, the purity of health. This could be about a hospital, healthcare we can't see, a healthcare we can't see with relationships. And that moon does. That moon in the first house right here, when they leave the Texas Roadhouse, that's showing a change in health, a change in fortune right here, a change in life direction. And it's reflecting on the life direction. We've been here before with contracts, with the law. There's a lot of magnetism, a lot of desires to hide money. This is when we're leaving the Texas Roadhouse. There's a lot of wisdom with the communications with Poseidon. They're hidden. And this 1616 is the lunar nodes of fate degree in Mississippi. And that's where he was staying, was in Mississippi, working in Memphis, Tennessee. There had already been a shakeup with that 456. We know that the 456 in Sag was already making an expression here with that midheaven 456. It was already making contact. It's almost like an investigation because she's an investigator. Pallas is an investigator. She investigates. And this is with the higher learning, with the school, with attorneys, with the law, with courts. This is court. That's what the emphasis seems to me is all about court. There's a shakeup up here at a 1928 and in the ninth house, just like it is here in the ninth house of the United States government, the dark moon is at a 1928, just like this. Uranus is shaking groups up, shaking groups up. There's a breakup with communications when she leaves. There's a breakup. There's a breakup with this communications right here, right there with those values, her material values. There's evidence. I would say that Venus is evidence. We can look to this Taurus energy right here. We can look to Venus. That's where we could find some evidence. And she's conjunct. Look at that conjunction right there in the fifth house of kids and school, the way that we create with groups, with video, with networking. This is Chris's lunar nodes of fate with dad, with work, structure, responsibility. And there's a lot of transformation. Could be with the car, could be with the body, with groups, with networking. And there's the values right there. I mean, a major intensity for the future is time when he leaves with the health, with the everyday, with that sixth house. And Mercury, like I said, Mercury is coming to sit here. And what time does that happen? That's important, right? What time does that happen? When Mercury comes to sit there, 6:48. 6:48. So 24 minutes later, 24 minutes later, Mercury is now transiting here for Sebastian with home and mom in Pisces. This 235 is Chris. This 950 is Chris. I can see Chris definitely in the transits, no doubt about it. I can see Florida. And as the wheel turns, I mean, I see all kinds of places that he could be. All kinds of places. The wisdom is definitely in Mississippi. The wisdom holder, and we know that that would be Chris. He's the wisdom holder. So Neptune being here in the seventh house, we're not seeing things clearly with relationships, and the communications are we're just definitely not seeing those communications clearly. They're very foggy.
We've got the profile though of who it is.
What do you think?
It's flavored with Aries, so that's Mars or military. I mean, and then go to Mars, and then it's also going to be Taurus as well. A
Yeah.
little bit. You could say Pisces because it's, it's your charts are a little different, obviously. It's not simplified for 'em. um, and and I can, if you want to keep going with the numbers, I'm listening. But speaking of the numbers, you're looking at 22 like I'm looking at 22. No, it doesn't always mean what 22
No, honey,
means.
it doesn't. There's no
But
science behind it. I can't get behind it without science backing it up. I just can't.
it's symbolic in the way of like I get what I want.
Yeah, it's just the last of the suit of the sign. So it's just more of a mastery. That's really all it is. It's just more of a mastery with it.
And if we use the event chart, like the
It's
ascendant,
more intense. I mean, it's definitely going to be
yeah.
intense in your life.
And this is,
It's like the juvenile behavior is in the lower degrees, and then the more
well,
mature behavior is in the higher
Mhm.
degrees. So,
And in a
you
like the
know,
event chart, a crime chart, it'll be interpreted like
yeah, I
different.
mean,
Like a data.
if you look at a serial killer, they're gonna have zeros in their chart. I mean, they're professionals. They're gonna have
Right.
clientele that are just, being, offed.
Especially
So,
an event
yeah.
chart. So like, and I also look at like,
Well, in your chart, in your natal chart, if you've got 0 zeros, that is always you
yeah,
are having a lot of newness. That's a new degree
that's
and a
not
new
developed. It's
sign,
like not
and
developed.
it ain't easy for
Mhm.
you.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not developed. I'm
So
speaking
like
of
this,
my
the
debt of
justice right
time.
here. So see, look,
Mm-hmm.
Astria, she is the divine justice of health. I mean, she is Virgo. She is Virgo. She is health. She is the Virgo constellation. She is divine justice. And sometimes she wants us to change our mind about some things. She has just come into Cancer. So this is a 0041. She's new into Cancer. She's new into family and loyalty. It could be the new construction. It could be. It could be because it's
Yeah.
in the 10th house.
And
And
was it
here's
home
Mercury.
near the
Here's
home?
Mercury. Mercury is low. So then we look to this Gemini energy,
Mm,
and it does go over the cemetery. It does go over there, but it first goes over the new construction first.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because
So
it's
the new
Gemini.
construction for me is the most detrimental for Sebastian's safety, and for any accident to appear an accident and it not be one. That would be, in
Mm-hmm.
that vicinity, short to, close to the house, because this is a 00, and we're not going far. We're not going far from the house. And that's actually, this Cancer is going over the cemetery, but it's actually going over a school, going to, I don't know, just east of Warsham's.
What's interesting is though you've got the IC and Sag. So like the bottom, like
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
the
That's when he leaves. This is basically the
end
missing
of
event. We
the
know
event.
for sure this is the last time he was seen. So this is definitely the main missing event that we want to look for, because I think
But we've got it
it's
also in the neighborhood, a shorter distance. We do. But if we go to Jupiter, where's Jupiter? What sign's it in?
right here in Taurus.
Right. And then we're
And that's in
going
the eighth house. So that's in the eighth house. Jupiter is in the eighth
to,
house.
right. And
And
he's,
it's expanding Eris, and it's expanding a teaching with the law. with the things that are hidden with the investigation at the lowest point. So we are either already home or he is going somewhere. We're either already home or he is on his way to somewhere else at this time, at this exact time.
So what is okay? So what's behind? What is behind? We'll just we're gonna call it the event. We're just gonna say ascendant, not the. Okay, so we've got Leo behind him. Okay, we've got it now. We've got to actually technically roll.
Leo is up here in the 11th house. So the 11th house is emphasized with Cancer with mom, with groups and Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, groups, Leo. So mom, groups, or home. This could be real estate. This could be real estate. This could be real estate right here. Kid, attention, future, school. That's the only other thing it can be. Publicity. I mean, it could just only be publicity, I guess, but I don't think so. I don't think so, because look, now we're coming into the 12th house. It's ruled by Leo with all the emphasis on health, and all of this is in the past.
Yeah.
At this time, when he comes home, if this is when he has taken out the trash, well, guess what? That ring camera, that communication, oh, it's blurry. It's blurry. And you know what? It's blurry up here too. It's blurry. We can't see it. There's a lot of trickery here.
Yeah.
Why would I say trickery? Because
This-
Gemini that rules Mercury, that rules Virgo, right?
It's a hard.
And now we're up here. Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean,
But
this is so communications. That's the reason why the video is so blurry. Bobby
So-
said that it only looked like a silhouette. Couldn't tell who it was. Seth said it was blurry. He couldn't tell. It was too grainy. So, we can't truly rely on that because there's just no evidence,
The Virgo Pisces axis on an event chart is probably one of the harder ones because
It is. It really
how
is.
I was taught was when I'm looking at the victim, the ascendant, and the sign.
And these two as well. So
It's
we've
how
got
I'm going to
major
also
opposition here.
react.
Yeah.
And the descendant is the perp, and how I'm going to get what I want. And then
Yeah.
obviously it goes on and more from there. So if I'm going to the ruler, which is in Pisces, excuse me, is that the
Neptune. I mean, Neptune is there in the 7th house. So,
fifth? Let's see.
Neptune is ruling that. I mean, it's ruling the chart. Neptune is ruling the chart.
It's the strongest.
It
It's
is the
the
strongest. You
signature.
bet your
It's the
ass it is the
signature.
strongest in this chart.
And then, right.
It is.
And
And it's
that's
in the 7th house
hard.
of relationship. So the relationship is neighbor. We can even look to the 3rd house. Look to
Right.
the 3rd house and we see this Plutonian energy.
At
This is the
18.
neighbor's video camera. I guarantee you, man. At 6:48, there's something that is captured and there is something that is not. Either something is captured, okay, and they haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
At this
that's what I
time.
think. That's what
At
I
this
think.
time. Or
Where is Pluto?
they have seen it and it's too blurry. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It could be either or, I'm thinking, with that
This
Mercury
is such
in
a.
Pisces
It's
sitting
almost
on
like
that
this chart
IC.
is the energy of. Yeah, the 12, like you were talking earlier with the past. You can
Yeah.
see like the mind right here. You can see the mind. You can see the short distance travel. We
We've
can.
got
The
3rd
thing is,
house,
this is
but
the
see,
only
look,
event we
look,
have.
no, hold
The
on.
date, the time.
Hold on. We got the 3rd
That's
house
fact.
is in Sag. The
Right.
3rd house is Sagittarius with a flare of investigation, shit that's hidden in that 8th house.
Right. And
The
that's what
8th house
it
with
is.
Pluto. Pluto's over here. This is school. or
So
it's,
that would
or it's
mean like
competition, some kind of competition. I don't, fuck, I don't
but
know.
we can't forget that
I think it's the trash video, Mom. Yeah, Lady Freedom. I think it's the trash. I think that this is the trash video. I think that this is a perfect chart for that. Um,
the
with
ruler
this
of the
time period.
ascendant is in Pisces. The
So
end
this
of
would have
the
been 24 minutes. So
20.
it
Oh,
took
you got,
9
oh,
minutes to
go.
get home, 15 minutes. He came
Mm,
back outside. It would have been around like that time. So I think that this is a perfect time for that to have been going.
that makes
Whoever it
sense.
was, it's blurry because Mercury is sitting
Mhm.
right here on Sebastian's IC. It's just sitting there. It's the same degree and it's in Pisces. So this 456 is opposing the MC. So meaning Mercury, as Mercury is sitting there, Mercury is in a direct opposition with his midheaven that's in Virgo with his health. And so Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And there's a major opposition that's happening at that time, at this time right here, when he's supposed to be home, when he's supposed to be home. And then it comes this. Okay, so check this out.
There's so much you can see
What's
in
that other one?
there. And that's
So
sad. Mm.
at the
This is
time
hard
that
to look
Chris
at, to be honest.
at the time that Chris allegedly gets to the house around 1 o'clock, we look at Sebastian's chart and we look at this event chart at 112. Saturn at a 931 is sitting here in the fourth house with mom. Limits and obstacles, restrictions. Restriction. He's restricted. He's on restriction. Okay. It's opposing Ceres. Ceres is a 931 in Virgo. Saturn is now at the exact degree. So Saturn was building an opposition here in Virgo in the 10th house with authority and his dad. You see what I'm saying? So it's building an opposition when he leaves the roadhouse and it continues on. First, Mercury opposes the midheaven, then Saturn opposes the midheaven right here. He's being hit pretty hard. Okay. That energy is hitting pretty hard. And it's personally and collectively with his mom and his dad, with his public image, with home. And the home is also residence, it's real estate. It could be that construction area, it could be the cemetery as well. There's an opposition with it all, major opposition here. So this 931 can be like land, agriculture, farm, could be a farm, it could be a missionary. All right.
And
So
we are sure, I mean, we're not sure, but that's pretty accurate on the time for him of arriving home, correct? Per,
yeah. Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I would think so. He's more than welcome to come out and tell us, but I think so. Yeah, I do. God's will is being done. Now Vulcan at a 456 is sitting here. God's will is opposing the public image, the public. It's opposing the public with the health of Sebastian, with his dad. His mom is in a major opposition with dad and authority. Point blank, period.
Mhm.
Point blank, period. I mean, the astrology is
And Uranus
showing
is,
it in a major way,
yeah, in
in a
Pisces.
major way. Yeah.
It's at 18. Okay.
This 1202 goes to faith and it's weighted. This is hell Hades, this C with a cross, that's Hades. And it's a weight. There's a weight on her shoulders. There's a weight of home, of family, of loyalty, of intuition. And again, we have this justice
Well,
that's right next to Hades, coming toward Hades. And this justice is all about health, home health.
wow. Look,
It's
hold
emphasis,
on.
which we can see that, but still. So this is what the map, that I've created reflects, and it's got all kinds of addresses, past addresses, present addresses, probably future addresses, but that's my hope anyway, that it does have some future addresses on it. But there's a lot here, I think, with Sebastian's, I don't know, the different timeline that I've looked at. It's almost like I can't emphasize enough. It just seems like, I mean, obviously Chris and Katie, it definitely seems like that they know what happened, where he could be, you know.
You're going by this 112. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, we've
If
got,
Chris gets home, okay, so if he gets home around this time and there's a major opposition with the 10th house
or he could be
and
finding out.
Vulcan, there's a God's will being done at the lowest point with his mother.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Hold
Yeah.
on. Are you okay? If this time you have the Saturn, right? You're looking at, okay, well,
Yeah, so look, okay, let me show you again. So
oh,
Saturn right here
he
in the
could be
ninth
learning
house
something, but that's a lie. Look at all
is
that shit.
is right here in the fourth house, and it's opposing dad, it's opposing authority, it's opposing health. But then look, Vulcan is at a 456 in Pisces, exactly
Mhm.
sitting on the IC, the
Mhm.
lowest point that he has. Some would say it's a resting place, right?
Mhm.
Some astrologers would say that's the resting place right there, or that's where you're going to find him. That is where you're going to find him, is on that 4 degree of Pisces, which
Yeah,
is going north. Is
that's
going north, a little northwest.
that 456, I believe it's the 648 time. Is that a time that you found shortly after that? I mean,
The
number oh,
648, let me go back to it. Hold on.
the ring, or is that because it's
Okay,
obvious?
so this 648, yeah, this is the 456. This is where Mercury is sitting
Okay. Well,
on the IC.
this is all, I mean, you can't,
You can't make it up.
you can't. We need to
I
look
mean,
at
you
the,
just can't.
we just got to stick with the event. We see where it's
Right,
matching.
and so the Hygeia, okay, so
Ooh.
let's look at this, okay? So this 1845 with Hygeia,
Uh-huh.
she is making her way she is making her way to shake things up
Mhm.
with the internet, with
Mhm.
groups, with the future. There's things that are being shaken up big time with networking, with the internet, and how it's gonna be shaken up. Now this could be when the trash goes out, all right? So check this out.
7, 8,
This
9.
is when it comes exactly to, let's see,
Mhm.
right here,
Wow.
709, 709, 709. So he leaves the roadhouse at 624.
Yeah.
Something takes place with Mercury at that IC at 648. And then by 709, the moon is now in the 12th house. Now we have the moon in the 12th house. Very important. That's so different from the moon being in the first house when he left. Now the moon is here. Things of the past. This 2950, I want you to see it. It goes right to the degree in which Sebastian has with this flame of life,
Mhm.
with school, with kids, with competition, lots of fun. Okay. So
Mhm.
this 2950 is also critical because this is a critical anoretic degree, 29. It's critical with groups, 29. These 29s are really,
Yeah.
we do take those into consideration because they're coming into the end of that sign and it's becoming really intense at that moment.
Especially on
So
cusp.
yeah, it's coming intense for the future or for video. All right. So here it is. Hygeia is now at 1846 in Pisces, sitting on top of his Uranus, his natal Uranus at 1846 in Pisces. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
all
that's
the
the video.
while,
Is this the video chart then? Because that looks like obvious video right there. It's just you can't see
it
it.
could be. I mean, it could be something else. There could be something else that's coming in the future and it's critical. So the
Mhm.
law enforcement, let's say that the law enforcement was watching this video, they could go, okay, let me look at the time frame at this time. Because I'm telling you, it's not gonna it's doing something. It's doing something. I test it. I mean, I'm a testing mom. I test this stuff. But look, now we can see Neptune.
What time does
It's in the sixth house of health, but look, it has just come down into the sixth house of health with relationships. So relationships were foggy. Now the health is foggy. Now the health is foggy. We can't see the
was
everyday, what's
already
really happening.
foggy?
Everything is
Yeah.
really jacked up.
Can
Now we really
you?
can't see.
Now I wouldn't normally do this because I feel like the first chart you can see everything, but it, push it forward to get that Sag, the IC to 29.
Get the IC.
Uh huh. The
This one
time.
right. Oh, this right here in the fourth
Yep.
house.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. How you feeling?
I feel fine.
I don't want you to
Sorry,
overdo it.
that's.
I
I'm
don't want you
not.
to overdo it. I
I'm
just don't want
I'm
you to
mute.
overdo it. You're fine.
I keep forgetting that we're on a live.
You want me to get it to
Honestly.
the okay, so 2902? Just get it right there. Yeah, because look, we're rising at a critical degree due. So here we go. Now we're
Yeah.
really coming into some critical shit
So what time is
because
that?
this is at 720. The
Okay.
health is critical. The
Screen time.
ascendant is critical. Home is critical with Sag. It's critical with Pisces, with relationships, critical with thinking and communications with dad. Yeah, it's very critical here. Yeah.
This is where I am learning the full on layer that you add to this form. Okay. Because I would never normally just, you can see the story pushing things forward, but you can get
You
the
can see it like
answer.
a clock.
But
You can
with the
you can
type of
see it like a
chart,
clock.
yep, the type of event chart that we have, like factual, it's that
See, this is Chris and Katie, okay? This is Chris,
there's your answer. That's
okay? And this
this
is
is the
Katie.
event.
And I say that because this started out in the morning expanding with Chris, a
Mm-hmm.
teaching for Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's more, if I were
What's
to
all
say
in that
whose
eighth
idea
house?
was it, it would have been his.
Mm.
There's definitely I can definitely see that because
Zero,
there's
zero.
certain degrees in their chart, and this was in transit together early that morning, Sunday morning,
You know what I've never,
before he went missing, you know what I'm saying?
that
And
same
he
cusp is at
there was a
17.
an expansion with him, and there was a teaching with her.
Do you see that that same house cusp is still at 17 degrees, even though we pushed it forward? Everything else 29?
Oh, the 2617. You want me to get that one? The 8th
No,
house of 29? See what that looks like?
No, leave that one alone.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
go
on.
back.
I'm
Go
doing it
back.
now.
No, I'm saying 17. That's a Leo degree, and that's strong. Anytime you see a 17,
Okay, so this is in his chart here.
that's
That
where's
432,
what are you
that
leaving
is in
that
his
at?
chart. Hold on. So this is a 29. Now we're at the 29
31.
degree.
Whew.
Yeah, that's coming into the 456, but no, this is his mother.
Yeah, I
Shake
want
up with
to.
home. Shake up with home. I mean, with
This is
family,
all.
with mom.
Mm-hmm.
And Francis is an SO, so I don't know if you knew that
Who?
or not, but the
Who?
Katie's mom, she's a registered SO.
Her name is
So she has to
Frances.
report. She has to report. She's not as free to move, and if she does, then she's going away for a very long time. She gets busted.
I'm sorry, I know we're on a live, but did you say Frances?
Yeah, Frances Rosenbaum, that's
Interesting.
Katie's mom. Yeah.
Interesting.
It could be an ultimatum. It could have been. It could have been. We can't talk to him, and I wish that I knew exactly how this energy worked itself out, but I'm telling you it was working. I mean, we can get a glimpse. We can get a glimpse of it. We just don't have no way of truly knowing. And I'm sure it blows her mind if she listens to these videos. She's like, "Damn, how'd you know?" Yeah. I don't know, girl. I don't know how I
Oh,
know, but I
maybe.
do know that the darkness is just really starting to come heavy. There's a lot of heaviness that is coming to Sebastian with relationships, with aggression, and that relationship and aggression is coming. Is it coming to him? I can't say,
60 miles.
I cannot say that I have not seen Juno be a relationship that could be. This is a relationship from the past. This isn't a relationship now. The relationship, though, from the past is coming to the 11th house. Then that relationship is coming to the 10th house. Then that relationship is going to come up here. It's going to backtrack maybe. But the relationship is definitely already we're in the past with the relationship.
Yeah.
And I that's there's a relationship that Chris got pissed off about. He had a lot of anger with some relationship.
I mean,
Um,
that could have been like he wanted fucking Frito Lays and there was only fucking
yeah,
popcorn.
I mean, definitely could be.
Yeah. He's fucking sitting in the corner pissing his pants,
Yeah, yeah.
throwing them tantrums. Sorry.
There's definitely a shakeup with health going on, though. I mean, you can't ignore that Hygeia is sitting on his Uranus. It's gonna be sitting there for a good hour. There's a shakeup. Uranus is abrupt. You get shaken up with groups. Could be like, Uranus, Aquarius can be like homelessness. It can be gangs. It can be groups, like a whole group of people. It can be a group home,
Mhm.
the future. Uranus is also shakes the future up.
Have
It
you
might
pulled
not
the
do it
solar
right then and
return?
there, but it could come in and shake things up like the next day when something else activates it or something. I've seen that. I've seen it time and time again where it comes later. Might not happen at that exact moment like these other ones. They will happen at the exact moment. But the ones in Aquarius seem to hit a little bit later, sometimes much later. Like if you look at when somebody goes missing and then they're found 50 years later, you have the missing event, you have the time that they were found, you may see evidence of that missing event to when they were found. It's phenomenal. It really is
Mhm.
phenomenal. Astrology is phenomenal. I mean,
I mean, it's
It's phenomenal.
There's not a word yet invented.
It's
Whatever you wanna
nirvana.
say.
That's
There's not. Yeah.
it's nirvana, really.
I sound like a man. Jeez.
Well, I won't keep you on here.
Really
I won't.
quick, will you
Okay.
take that? No, I don't want to do it on the event
Do you
chart.
want to go back to see the sun, what the sun looked like when it was at the
Sure.
456? Because it was
Yeah.
shining. It was shining at the ascendant, and the sun was opposing the midheaven. So I think we should look at that and see when that was. I like to do that. Oh shoot, I'm going backwards. I like to do that and see what it looks like when the sun.
Yeah.
Shit, I keep going backwards.
I just keep looking at that moon right now as you go backwards.
What?
Oh, there we go.
Right there. Okay. So the sun is now shining in the fifth house. See, that's just the moon has just come into Virgo. So this moon just coming into Virgo in the 11th house
Yeah.
with the emphasis on Leo. Got to take that oh, things of the past with Melissa.
Wait,
It looks like things of the past with Melissa.
hold on, Melissa. Just remind me. You know my memory.
That is Chris's sister.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. The divine justice is on his outer wheel, that 0024. I'll show you in just a minute.
Mm,
It's in the ninth house. Oh, look at that. That's Terry Bowersox. Interesting.
Look at all that Aries. This is the action. This is what is
This
happening.
is it,
This
man. Okay,
is what we're doing. This is how. This is
so
hard
the
to.
sun is in the fifth house and it's shining its light in Pisces on Sebastian. We're going to look at this with his chart because that 432 is showing up. There's a shakeup with the third house of communications. It's critical. Look at that. Yeah. With other people's money, are we paying for something? Are we paying for something here? Because it's critical with the law. This would be a
That's
hidden money in the law, the
neighbor
government, or the government insurance, something like that.
or the neighbor camera. Look, because we got it on the cusp of the
Yeah,
third.
that's right. There's been a lot of energy already opposing Faith. Faith's dad is opposing her because she has a 542 in Cancer. It's her Hades. Her Hades in Cancer is a 542, and so there's a lot of energy with
Do we
Ceres
know
that's
what time
opposing
that
her.
rain camera?
This is a big deal because that's about her home and her family and her dad. So her dad is opposing her mom, and this is February 23rd. So this is gearing up to oppose her mom with court because they're going to be due in court in March, in the early part of March. So there's an opposition I can see right now with Faith and her mom, dad, and this is definitely involving Sebastian. No doubt about it. That is what the sun is shining here for, is showing that there is definitely there's this grief here.
Yeah. Where's Jupiter at now? On here.
It's low with his mother.
Still on
This
there.
is it. For sure. And then I could even take this even further and say, okay, Astria was opposing his Pluto at a 0021. So I've done this before too. Look at this.
Oh, you're going. Let's see.
Yeah, it's right here. So this is Friday morning
So we'd
with
want to.
Sebastian.
Where's
Yeah,
Jupiter? Where's Jupiter?
right here in the first house.
Let's see. Okay. Where's Venus? Help me here with my eyeballs.
All right, right here.
Just okay. All right.
So
Speaking
both
of
of these,
travel,
okay, let me just say this too. In California's chart, the lowest point for them is in Aquarius at an 858. So Mars and Venus would be opposing at an 858 their midheaven. Terry Bowersox has an 858 in Leo that sits on their midheaven. His trans Pluto that never moves. It's that 858 in Leo, and it's sitting on California's 10th house. It's MC at an 858. But during this period of time, Mars and Venus were opposing the midheaven. And actually, so is Pluto. I mean, Pluto is still opposing the midheaven.
that
Pluto,
looks like an
Pluto
argument.
hasn't stopped opposing the midheaven of California. But during this period of time, I do want to take note that there is an opposition.
He would have been at school. Is that correct?
So,
At this
so, yeah,
day?
so Mars, that means Mars and Venus were coming to oppose the fourth house IC of California for the
Okay.
future with groups, with networking, communications, and that is probably around the time that more stuff was released with the Epstein stuff.
Okay.
So the lunar nodes were 1754 when they left the roadhouse. And I see that Hygeia in the 12th house of Pisces is coming to that degree, is coming to that 1754. So I'm taking note. I see that the state of Tennessee, their Mercury is a 537. And this is in the ninth house. Their Mercury is a 537. It's in Virgo. So during this missing event,
What are you looking at? Okay.
during this missing event,
Ugh.
the ninth and the 10th house
Oh,
are being opposed. The ninth and the 10th house of the state of Tennessee are being opposed right here with the sun, with Mercury, with Saturn, Hygeia, and then Neptune. And this is in the past health right here. It's a done deal. It's a done deal right here. So,
look,
what it looks like to me.
did he go to school on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Well, that looks like an argument. Something
Yeah, I
that
mean, this
that's
is this
this
is
is an
well, this is
argument.
Friday
This
morning. This is
is
Friday morning. There's a
the
justice with
value.
health.
Yeah,
There's a justice with health, with communications, and I think that this is when they sealed the
yeah,
deal with
restriction. But
wherever it is, the
yeah,
school, the
yeah.
school that
That's
they're going to take him to. That's what I think.
well.
And
This is at 8:44 in the morning. So
that Sag is in the eighth house. So we're going to go far,
mm,
and it's there in that eighth house, and it's an investigation. You're going to have to definitely go deep, deep underneath the surface to find out where he is restricted, because he's restricted from
hmm.
making phone calls.
Mhm. But you also see where it's kind of that little.
Mercury is just coming into, I mean, it was just
Almost like we're
such an
two
in thing
different
coming into it when,
people.
Pisces when he goes missing. So
Yeah, this says a
and then
lot too. You can see
yeah,
that. I know
we got a
you pulled this.
relationship. Look, we got a relationship right here that's conjunct at a 1557, 1556. That
Mm-hmm.
relationship is coming down to the dark moon. Yeah, we got a relationship that has already formed or that is forming during this period of time. So it's
Like
about health. It's all about the health, but I think that I
And
think that he
value,
could
his
be,
values, the values, like what he
I think that it could be
wants.
some type of restriction, some type of camp where he can't call. One of those residentials where they take your phone. If you had a phone or if you had a device, you can't use it.
I'd go
You're
forward to
theirs.
see
You're
that.
theirs. You're in
This,
prison.
yeah, this tells me that like kind of the lead up, the build up, the story of the build up. But you
Yeah,
looking
it
at the
does.
numbers like that, you're matching the numbers. This right here, I'm just seeing I can, you know, because he's gonna be Jupiter here. I'm not gonna look at him as the same ascendant as the event. You know, he's a young boy. He's in the Jupiter period, and you got Taurus.
I will
Um,
love I know everybody's charts, and this is like,
you're looking at
this
that.
is
That is
yes,
hard. You
it's
what
gonna
you
come
just
on
circled
faith.
right there. Yep, two.
Selena's gonna come on faith. It's all about faith, and then it's gonna come to Katie, and then this Jupiter is all about Chris.
Well, I feel like it
It's
was
expanding with
affecting
Chris and
Sebastian.
his values with the courts, with the law, his values, his money.
Mm. And it's and he did go to school. I don't know. I mean, we're
Yeah,
on
he
a
did go to
road.
school. He went to school Friday.
It's like an
I think that,
argument.
yeah, I think that
Something's
there's,
going down, even in the class. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe it's an enrollment.
Maybe I don't know, but it, like a kind of a shock of change. But there's a bit of an argument, right? We see that Venus, that Mars, that Pluto, that transformation, and then it's kind of bleeding into that 11th house. It is right, and then we're kind of ingressing into Pisces, which is kind of it's confusing. So you get a lot of you can see the energy based on just the buildup. So I think this whole weekend
Well,
was
this is the future with groups right here.
right.
This is the future that is coming with groups. This is all now
Oh,
in the past
fast.
when he wakes up, or by 8:44, this is in the past now.
By
All of this. All of this right here, and like I said, the
well,
Hygeia, especially that 1754, I do see a lot of the I see the
well,
energies for each one of the parents, the grandparents, I'm seeing it. You know, we're about to get a wake-up call with the moon of Sebastian. The sun is shining on the moon degree of Sebastian in the 4th house. There's gonna be an investigation. There already is an investigation into higher learning, going far.
mm,
And it's already been it's
that's
this
South
is with other
Virginia.
people's money, sorry, with other people's money, and then we're already in the past with it.
Mm,
I feel like it's been paid for because there's an opposition with the communications. It's almost like, okay, the payment was the day before or something, and then they were waking up or they're looking at their email and they're getting confirmation because that Astria out of
mm,
0021 in Cancer is actually opposing Sebastian's Pluto in the 2nd house of Capricorn. So there's an opposition with the divine justice, the divine goddess of health,
mm.
you know,
There's
and
two
this is in the
sets of things
communication.
happening though. Like there's two because you got that Gemini right there. Like not
Yeah.
just two like
Well,
events,
I mean,
but
this is
like it's this
communications. This is
whole energy.
communications. Yeah, with
Like either
mom.
two
Yeah, this is communications
different.
with mom that's opposing the dad. So this is communications like an email or something with mom, and it's opposing the dad because this is hitting Sebastian in a major opposition with his Pluto. His Pluto is in Capricorn out of 0021. This is a major opposition with communications with mom, with mom. But all of this is already in the past. So Hygeia,
Mm,
it feels like an institution, like a hospital or something. The sacrifice, whatever she is trying to sacrifice to do. I don't know. I don't know.
does someone spend that much energy
Yeah, girl.
to
I mean,
save
because we
face?
got a relationship down here. with the
because
health,
of one other child.
with the law enforcement. So it's about a
Sorry, guys.
relationship with the law enforcement. So they're probably thinking about, what's his face? Well, I mean, there's 3 law enforcement agencies in the neighborhood, I've heard. It's rumored, so
I
looks
mean,
like
yeah.
that it could be a relationship because it looks like a relationship
Mm,
with the health of the government, with the health of the government, or they have an inside relationship
no,
with the government, with the military. So this could be like a
that
military
South no
school.
though with that.
So this could be like a military school. This could be a military school right here. Yep. And they may not know anything about it
If South
because
no,
the things
if
of the past with that school could be hidden. You see what I'm saying? Because now everything is hush hush with the health, with things
yeah,
of the past, with Neptune, everything is hush hush. We got a major pain. It's faded. There's a lot of disordered aggression, a lot of anger here,
mhm.
warring from the past. So,
I'd like to see
and
like
it could
not
be about the medicines too. It could be about the medicines, past medicines, you know, but I
don't look
don't think
at
so. I think that I'm looking at there's a cha-ching right here. Like we've gotten confirmation in an email. There's communications here that's opposing Seth. I can see that in Sebastian's chart. It's a slam dunk right there.
those with that South node, even though that's what part of fortune right next to it. I think that's what it looks like on your format, right?
It could be Tennessee, but there are other states that have this 537, and this
Hmm.
537 is also coming into a lot of energy with the TBI. So, yeah.
Yeah. Go if you don't care. Go back to the that Texas Roadhouse real quick,
Okay.
if you don't care, real quick, and I just want to take a gander.
You wanna take a gander?
Yeah. I see them 17s. Ugh, okay. So many
Well, so that 1733 it's found in Seth's chart. It's where he is transformed in the future with relationships in the public eye. This is setting the stage. So when she leaves, this is
What
pertinent.
house is his
This is a
Virgo in?
pertinent time, girl. This is the time.
Yeah.
This is the time for sure.
And we need to be thinking about Leo because it's the ascendant, the descendant. I know we're looking at numbers, but 17 is Leo. We've got to just have that. So Virgo is communication, but it's also like it's
Do you
not
want
just
me to put this side by side, the decade chart?
we can't. I mean, no,
No,
we.
I will. I will
Let's
later.
it's really quick. I want to see where Virgo is in his chart. I got short term memory. I don't have it memorized
Hold on.
because
With
I
this
sometimes
chart,
will look at. It just depends. I feel like his chart is very strong with the fourth house being the mom, but I can't remember. Sometimes I look at the 10th as being the mom, not the father. But it just depends. But I just want to look at it real quick. Okay, so that is dad. That's definitely dad. Okay.
see what I'm saying? So
That's
so she is at this time when they leave the roadhouse, it's a 0041.
mhm.
So the justice is here in the 8th house. It's the communications that are hidden at home. Okay.
Mhm.
She is opposing Pluto at that 0021. I mean, dead on opposing. It's strong, it's intense, very intense opposition with the values of dad, the values of authority, the values of structure, responsibility, and being accountable
Mhm.
values.
Yeah, right
And
there.
these values are coming with the courts, relationship.
Where did we
It's
just get
critical,
that?
right? It's critical. And so
That
this second house that leads into the third house. So what happens is it opposes, Astria will oppose Pluto Then she comes to this 0024 and she makes contact. No, she's not sitting there, but there is definitely an expression that's taken place with the 9th house and with the 3rd house. And
That's
that's about communications of the future with his sister.
shit.
And it's about school and going far, possibly on a missionary church.
But it's also letting go. It's letting
In the
go.
9th house. It could be the 9th house could be grandparents too.
I don't like to look at the birth chart
About
to make
grandparents.
judgment, but
And
uh,
this is this okay, so if we look at the decade chart, if we look at
oh yeah.
the
Do
decade
do
chart and
you
we
have
look
it
at that,
still? Let's pull it up.
huh?
Do you still have it? The
I think I
decade chart?
do.
That'd be amazing. Okay. Just now, really quick. That Leo, those 17 degrees. I mean, there's so many. I've seen so
Bring
many
it out.
6 degrees.
I
For,
don't.
for
I
a
thought I
while.
saved it.
So do 2020 is birthday. As if you were doing a solar return going backwards. Or like your transit chart, yeah. Whatever degree his son is. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Hold on. His son is a oh shoot, hold on. Never mind. Wrong one.
Look at that database.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Let's
That's
see.
brilliant. Look at that.
2020.
What's his son again? Let's see.
1642. I mean 1542.
1542. Okay. There we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Hold on. I've got to bring it to Hendersonville because
Is, is that where he lived in Hendersonville in 2020, right?
all right, so let me get it to Hendersonville. Tennessee is definitely in transit here.
Can you use a highlighter or no?
Yeah. Hold on. Decade.
Highlight
Oh,
each house for me, would you? Just for
yeah.
my eyeballs.
Decade
I need to get
for
it.
Sebastian.
I
Okay,
should
so Hendersonville. All right. All right. So this is, yeah, this is,
There we go. I never.
okay. So this is, let me get it to 1542 now. So we can see exactly. So
Wow.
1542, get the sun there.
$15.41 currently.
Oh my gosh, it's stuck.
So, oh, blue.
There we go.
Okay. My head. I just go up all my.
Okay, so I'm gonna duel it out with his
I forget
chart.
we're on a live. God, I'm sorry, guys. I want to see this. Okay, and then I'll. Okay, where's what and where? Okay, so we got
Okay,
the
so
what? Okay.
okay, so 2020, 2021, 22, 23,
Well, hold on. You see,
24.
okay, wait. Well, hold on.
24 was the Pisces.
Did we do it right? Did we do it right? Oh, because you line up your hat. Okay, you're right. One, two. Wait, hold on. Ascendant is number one. One. And then cusp of the second, two. Three. Go towards the inner wheel.
23. Hold on. I'm trying to explain it to them too.
Okay,
So this would
sorry.
be 2020,
Okay.
2021, 2022,
Uh,
23,
uh,
24 when he went missing,
okay.
25, 26 now, 27,
There we go. Right here.
28, 29, right here.
Okay.
That's the Leo house. That would be 2029.
Okay.
Because you were asking, where's the Leo? There it is.
Oh,
Okay, so this is 2030. And this would be if we're looking at this as a decade chart, which I've never looked at it, but Shauna has been wanting me to look at a chart like this as a decade chart to see if we can find any science with it. So we're
mhm.
playing around a little bit. I'm playing
Yeah.
around with it.
Yeah. And so it starts on a decade. It's someone's birth chart. Then, if you guys have ever
Right.
heard of
It's his birth
solar,
chart that's got his solar return. So he's a Sag 1542. I get the sun exactly to a 1542 where he's living in Hendersonville, Tennessee,
yep,
and it's showing up in the second house. So he is shining.
that was
He is
probably.
contained. He
Mhm.
is contained, shining.
Yeah. See,
He is.
that's
There's a
good.
containment here with other people's money, but it would be with other people's money.
And what year would that be?
That's
2021.
2021,
That's right. So that
22, 23, 24. So the 24 is when he went missing right here.
at 5, 9, and seriously, 18 degrees. All right. So where are we
And
at
then
now?
you see Chiron is at a 458 and is coming down to that 456 with his midheaven
Wait, what was
and his
458?
IC and his IC. And so we also have Hygeia here
Chiron.
in the 10th house
Okay.
at a 1531 in Leo. And that's exactly where Sebastian's desires are. If we're looking at this
How
2020
slow
chart,
on these little guys you put in, but they're big guys. But I'm not trying to. But those go just as slow. I'm just trying to think because it's not going to move too much. But hold on, hold on. 458. Chiron's still going to move. That's years from 2020 to 2020. I'm looking at this six house cusp, which would be year 25. That's so. And then we've got Mars and Aries. We would think that that would
it's about
be.
the car. It's about the car. It's definitely about the
It
car.
is the car.
If you're looking at it from that
Yeah.
perspective, and relationships
What
get
was the
shaken up with their values.
What were the big things for 25? Obviously, we see. I'm just because this is going to be a little bit bigger. We got to think on a bigger level
Well,
with
he went
Mars and
missing on
Aries.
2024. This 2025, you were just talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking on a bigger level because we're looking at a whole year right here. Like, so Mars is going to be a little bit bigger than just the one thing of the car, unless it was that huge.
Well, I mean, warring
Sometimes
too.
I think
I
of, yeah,
mean,
there might be
aggression,
some.
a
So
lot of
we
action.
So we just started. See, see, Uranus isn't always bad, guys. Uranus can be the shakeup, but it's also,
Well, I say Uranus is gay. Uranus is gay. I mean,
I
Uranus will
mean,
shake your butt up and be like, "Oh, yep, I'm gay. Okay,
to that,
all
I
right,
mean, yeah, I mean,
okay, it's
sure,
all good.
that's,
We're
yeah,
free. We're liberated. Yep, we're gay. Yep."
yeah, but it's the
So, I mean,
highest
Uranus is
octave.
it brings shocks. That's all it does. It brings shocks, and in Taurus, is bringing shocks
It's
to values,
factors
inner
and
values, and money. It's all about and material, the earth. It's earthy.
whoa, look at that North
You know,
Node.
yeah.
What's that degree?
2009.
What? What's
This
my
one,
North
yeah.
Node?
And Gemini, yeah. 2009.
My North Node's 20 Gemini. That's wild. That's really wild. Okay. Um, whoa. Okay, so we're here we at right now. We're on the descendant right now. So this is
So
gonna be
this
a pivotal year.
2957, this is in 2023. So the prior year with home and mom and dad and structure. lots of restrictions, it would look like if we were going to go by that. And then that's Tennessee.
It could have
There's a
been
shakeup
like
here in Tennessee. There's things that are
something,
going on. So this could have been
either
definitely
like
been the start of
concrete
something.
structure, like either like a,
It could have been with I don't know. I mean that's the same degree that goes with Tennessee and
um,
Cuba.
get it in
Cuba.
Saturn. Where's
Yeah.
Saturn? Right there.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I know that you've been sick today and it's
Yeah,
late.
it is very late. Thank you for doing that.
Well, yeah, of course. Thank you for jumping
And
on and talking with me about it. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
wild. Yeah, of course.
I'm
You're
gonna,
brilliant. Okay, I love
no, you're
you.
brilliant, girl.
I'll probably be like in the chat. I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, honey, get you some rest. I'll talk to
All
you
right.
tomorrow.
Okay. Night.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and joining us as we're talking about just trying to figure out, like, I know what I know about that night that is, obviously is very intense, but there is a lot of sketchy stuff. It's hard to ignore. And so, any other astrologers that would see this afterwards, please, I mean, anybody, leave your comments, whatever you think. But at the same time, if there's any other astrologers that would want to collaborate, like anybody, I think that more eyes on it would be best because I've mapped it. I just need other people to work the map with me. That's all. The maps that I create for the missing it, they don't work if it's only being worked by me. So that's my plea to other astrologers on the real, like real. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live with Sebastian's theme. Thank you so much, y'all, for joining me, for hanging out, for listening, for looking at the numbers, for listening to me talk about the astrology. I hope you do watch those 2 videos that I uploaded today because I had so much fun creating them. I just felt so inspired. And I hope you feel inspired too when I put those videos out because when I'm feeling a certain type of way and I can put out what I'm thinking in a logical way, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Catherine. Lady Freedom, Witchy Mama, all y'all. All y'all. And the first night and then watched it again. I love that. That last video that I did, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Laura Arnold just got here. Maybe you can go back, Laura, and look at it. There's a lot of intensity that was taking place with Sebastian, a lot of low points with his mom. But the communications are sketchy. Mercury and Pisces sitting there on that IC, guys. It's very much an illusion. It can be an illusion, okay? And don't, research it yourself with the astrology. There's tons of videos out there. Mercury transit to the 4th house. Pisces, Mercury sitting on the IC of Pisces, Mercury going to because it's in transit, so that means the clock was ticking and that Mercury just so happened to be sitting there. The sun had shined on there a couple of days prior, so I don't know, man. I'm going to keep watching it, keep thinking about it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Y'all don't know how much it means to me for you to listen to me talk about astrology. It's insane. It's insane how beautiful it can be, but it's just so well, it's misrepresented for one. It's definitely not pseudoscience. It's a metaphysics. Metaphysics. That's what astrology is to me. Anyway, love you guys.
Clean like your soul won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry